is the opened brick and case sensitive piece for Mythic Odysseys of Theros, new line of minis by WizKids. And whether you are playing in that campaign setting or your own homebrewed Greek mythology style setting, or you are just mining these awesome minis for your own homebrewed game or other campaign, you're going to find a lot of use. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. Let me start right out of the gate with my favorite one. Check her out. This is one of the best Medusa figures ever. I'm so thankful to have a Medusa that actually has a serpentine body. But more importantly, let's look at those snakes flying up around, that make up her hair. So they're really active. They're not just laying or clustered. This design is really incredible, and she is going to be a major villain in some campaign in my future. I know it. So let's take a look at the Fleece Mane Lion. Check that out. Notice the base. Notice how cool that base is. It's clear. This is something I hope that WizKids moves onto with all their minis. Clear bases for all. It's really terrific because you can see now I've got it on a Monster Fight Club mat, and I can see right through. It looks really terrific to be able to see through the base and onto the terrain that you're using. Now, let's admire this old boy. Man, he could be Aslan. Look at this. He could be a celestial lion found in the Feywild. He could be a familiar. He could be an animal companion. Or if you are running a campaign for evil characters, this could be a monster, a good monster, to throw at your evil party. But I just love him. He looks great. In fact, look at that glorious mane. He's gorgeous. So, you know what? We're going on with the big ones. Again, look at this clear base. This mini is the Emissary of Thassa. Now, if you're familiar with that campaign setting, you'll know what that means. I have no idea, and that's okay, because I like having this Mammoth Crab to throw at players. The paint job is really good. The sculpt is good. He looks threatening, and your players may want to dive in and eat some of that claw meat with some hot butter. I don't know about you, but that could be pretty good. This creature, a little bent over, that's okay. Can easily straighten the figure out. Again, I'm not certain what this is because I don't play Magic the Gathering. I don't have that book. But it's a Woe Strider. But it's very creepy. This is the stuff nightmares are made of. This guy, look at him. He's all handsome in his smart little cape. Looks pretty good. He's like a noble griffin. Let's see what he actually is called. Not just a griffin. So apparently in the world of Theros, griffins come with capes. But it's a really nice sculpt, and again, I'm really digging these clear bases. Those are incredible. This one is really kind of cool. Check it out. It's a Chimera. But it is a good Chimera. You've got a unicorn, an eagle, and then a lion-like creature because he's got ram horns. Again, loving the clear base, and I really love that WizKids has gone to these more durable stands for flying. The original ones were problematic. These ones are solid and sound. This is a nightmare. I love my nightmares. I love to throw these at players. And this is just a really original looking one. He's got, let's see if I can get a focus here. Let me come up so I can get a focus. He's got a translucent mane.
some kind of like, so it's a kind of dark fire, I imagine, coming off the hooves and mane and tail. Look at that. Look at the nice detail. This is a really, really nice piece. I love it. If you're playing a AntiPaladin, you could definitely have one of these as your mount. An AntiPaladin, boy, that goes back to first edition, and I'm dating myself. Okay, this thing, what is this thing? Arasta, the Endless Web. So this is some sort of demonic, bloated spider creature. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this thing would be a great representation for the drow goddess Loth. And that's certainly what I would use it for.
Look at that. Look at the gross detail on the bloated body. And again, the clear base is fantastic. All right, make it a little silly here. So this thing, I've never pronounced this right, so maybe I'm just gonna avoid the embarrassment and not say it. The Catabus? What the heck? I don't know. I've never said it. But they look a little bit different in this world. I mean, this one looks like it has some arcane testicles descending from its nostrils. All right, okay, I'm being a little silly, but it's like arcane smoke being snorted out of its nostrils. This is a really look at the paint job of this creature. This is an intimidating beast. And actually, also, if you were doing like some sci-fi RPG stuff, this looks like something that you might find in a Star Wars world. So, a very cool mini. Very cool indeed. Okay, let's get down here and take a look. Okay, we've got a basilisk. I believe, right? Basilisk, yeah. So that's a little bit different take than what we're normally seeing from D&D, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like different. Again, this is a solid mini. It's terrifying looking and detailed. Okay, moving on. So,
Check out this mini. Let me get a focus on her. Alright, this is Nymph Ariad, okay. Again, if you are familiar with this setting, this will make sense to you. But you know, I mean, to me, this could be a great villain or a player character who is a pyromancer. Lots of versatility in these minis. What I like is, even though it's specific in their design for the Theros world, you can take and use them for what pleases you. Like, look at this. So this guy is a oracle, but could be a cleric, could be a monk, could be a fitness instructor.
got doubles here on this one, and that's all right. I don't mind doubles. This is great player character, or perhaps temple or palace guards. Man, I like it straighten this out. All you do is dunk it fast in some boiling water and then shape and run under cold water, and then that'll give his spear a little lift. No jokes now. You're all adults watching. But this is a really good, again, player character or noble's champion or king's champion. I mean, you know, once he gets that spear thing worked out. Okay, so the writing's a little funky on the bottom here. But it's a returned something. So let's see. I'm not quite sure, but still not certain whether returned home from a long day's work or returned to work from a short night's rest. I don't know. I can't tell you. But kind of a sinister looking mini. So to me, I think I would use these guys would be like villains. Maybe they're brothers, and they're hunting down the players. I like that. So here we have the Satyr Thornbearer, and it's a very cool mini. Crouched down, waiting to shoot this arrow.
So here we have the Nymph Dryad. And that's a cool mini.
I like the lounging nature of the mini, just relaxed, awaiting the company of some adventurers, perhaps for a conversation. Great for a role-playing encounter. You know, you don't always have to have minis for battles. You can just put them out to inspire the role-playing conversations. Here we have a Nymphniad. If I didn't say that right, cut me some slack. It's kind of a cool mini with the waves beneath it swirling around. You can imagine that this creature just kind of is carried along by the waves it manipulates. And then I saved the big one for last. Let's have a good look here. I'm going to be able to give you some perspective on this creature. This is really pretty cool. So this is the World Eater. How about that? I'm just going to say the World Eater because I don't even want to mispronounce that name. So let's put some minis next to it. Here, let's say the satyr is about to get eaten by this creature. Here we go. Look at that. So you can see the size comparison. I mean, that's pretty heroic and epic. Here, let me move some of these columns just a little closer so it looks more authentic. I want you guys to be able to really picture being in the setting, right? And let's get somebody standing up here. Let's get this heroic figure here. We'll arrange a little scene. So that is pretty large, and get a little closer so you can see. So that is the walkthrough of these minis from WizKids. They're out already. So if you like them, I encourage you to go and pick up a brick, or even just boost your pack. Just add to your collection. I am a huge fan of minis, and I think WizKids minis are knocking it out of the park yet again.